Banfield Hospitals, they did the survey. 9 out of 10 owners can't see that their dogs are overweight. So 9 out of 10 owners of overweight dogs can't see it. Be cruel to be kind. Take your eyeballs out, put them back in, look at your dog, pretend it's not yours, and be honest with yourself. It's really, really important weight control.
Exercise. And we're gonna start by just saying, and we maybe, you know, further down this list we'll get into the amounts and so on.
Yeah.
But our number 9 here is just move. Get your pet to move. And so as a starting point, have some movement with your pet twice a day, like morning time, evening time, just some movement. If it's appropriate for your pet to be on some sort of therapeutic, consider giving it consistently rather than this as needed.
We're introducing the idea of multimodal therapeutics, so multimodal pharmacologicals, and you could hear the people's breath go at the end of the phone of, what, more than one drug? Oh my God, that's just, no, they work in different places. Be confident that a multimodal pharmacological approach, if required, they've thought out. These drugs are working in different places. They're not all kind of stockpiling on top of each other and going to cause a massive problem. They're working on different parts of the pain pathway. So have faith.
People have this natural tendency to go to Dr. Google. We all Google everything, by the way. Just remember, the more opinions you find, the more divergence you're going to find. And actually, the tougher you are going to make your decisions in life to do that. I'm not saying don't go and do some research on the internet, and it's fine. I love reading divergent opinions because I think it helps me in realizing what all the grayness is and different points of view are.
Try and provide some alternative activities that aren't going to damage your dog's joints. So that might be snuffling for food, it might be scent training. You can still play with toys, but don't be throwing balls for them to chase, sticks for them to chase.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we're out on walks, when you've got an arthritic dog, other dogs can run over, or people aren't very aware of how to behave around them. I would highly recommend getting either one of our cam bandanas, which you can get and pop on your dog, and just something visual on the lead, maybe just to show that your dog is arthritic. There's some brilliant leads that say, I'm arthritic, give me space, or whatever it might be, because there's nothing worse than your dog being bowled over by that really exuberant, lovely puppy who wants to play, but actually it's really not doing your dog any favors at all. Mats for slippery flooring, or any areas that you think that, so ideally dogs shouldn't really be doing stairs because they can be a nightmare, but if your dog has to do the stairs, make sure there's a nice mat at the bottom so they're not rubbing down them and doing them in a controlled way. If your dog's slippering around while you're trying to feed it, that's where a mat needs to go. If there's an area in the hall that they skid around the corner, that's where another mat needs to go. They aren't always the most beautiful things, having rugs everywhere in your house, and it can be a pain to clean, but honestly the benefit for your dog is going to be huge. And I personally find runners the easiest thing to manage, so you don't have to have it everywhere.
If you have concerns about your pet, if you notice something, even a really subtle change in your dog, please be proactive, not reactive. Yeah. So don't wait till it gets to the point where you have to go to the vet. If you notice something, please get in touch with your vet or your nurse team as soon as you can. These little things can be indicators, and if we pick them up early, we can stop other things developing with them or intervene at a stage where we can make a real difference.
So discuss all the medications that your vet is advising with them until you're happy. But once they've been prescribed, do try and stick to that prescription. So whether you nominate one person in the house to take responsibility for it, otherwise you end up in a position where you say, oh, I thought you gave the dog his medication. Well, no, I thought you gave the dog his. One person do it. So you know the dog has had the right medication every day.